Hey, what's up everybody? So this is a little preview video that I'm making for Rickbat. Rickbat runs off of Retrobat version 8. And it carries all the features and benefits that Retrobat 8 brings out. I'm not going to cover everything in this video. I will have a user guide in a Discord that I was setting up specifically for this build, which is going to be Retro Rickbat Lite. And then it will also be for the main Rickbat core and all its add-ons. This Lite version is meant to be just as a standalone. This is going to give you a sample pack of what all Rickbat has coming for it. So we're talking about your Doom games. It runs off the GZ Doom engine. A lot of fun and very controller friendly. We got our ROM hacks here. And here, just some of my chosen ones that I think should be featured. People should give a shot, especially the Mortal Kombat Challengers and Plus. So get unlockables you can play as, like Reptile, Smoke, etc. And it's all these other hacks here you should at least give a shot at least one time. And then I have the light gun categories as well. So you got a Thomas Wave, 5 Thomas Wave guns. We got light gun classic arcades. 86 will be like your MAME, your Final Burn. Neo games or Genesis games are only 2 good that's working. We got 7 Master System, 6 Model 2, 4 Model 3, we got 7 Naomi, we got 11 NES, 7 SNES, 7 Techno Parrot, and guess what? We even have Virtua Cop 3. Now I do intend to have this, hopefully cross my fingers, released by next weekend. I had to get this through one more round of testing with my testers. Once they give me the okay, then y'all can have at it. But we do have a competition in the group right now going on where you need to play at least one round of Virtua Cop 3. And I think we are doing Model 3 Lost World. Peter has instructions on which stages you should do for that. I don't know what the third game is, but I'm sure that third game will be on this build. So if you just want something quick, ready to play, plug in your guns and get your scores in for your chance to win the ultimate light gun drive from Mick Strainer, this is going to be the quickest, easiest way to do so. And trust me, the light guns here are very quick to use. All you gotta do is plug your light guns in the order that you want them to go into. This has been tested for Sendin, been tested for Reapers, and it should work for Gun for IR, but it hasn't been tested yet by us. All the other ones, it may work, it may not work. I know Blamcom, it doesn't work. Certain ones it can, but you'll have to do some manual configurations there. But the ones that is pure plug and play with will be your Sendin, Retro Shooters, Reapers preferably, and should be Gun for IR. I just know that because of the notes in Retrobat. Okay, so let's go side. Here's the rest of them. So we also have your regular Master System, Genesis, Nintendo, TurboGrafx 16, Super Nintendo. We have your arcade, which we're not using MAME, we're using Final Burn Neo as our back end for that. And also this is a great Mick Strainer. You want the ultimate gun, pure gun drive, this is the man to go to. Just a little glance through here. Now these systems specifically, I picked them because they are Netplay compatible, and that's what I wanted to push on this build. I want to push a few things, and one of them is Netplay. It's as easy as hitting one button and you can bring all this up. You'll definitely want to try the games that are 1.22.2 and the same ROMs. If you're playing randoms, I can just watch a game. I should be able to link up to him, and you see in the lower left corner, I did, so I can challenge him if I wanted to. But then you see ones like a 1.7.8. I doubt this will let me do it because it's running a retro arch version that is much older. Sometimes you can get lucky, but I don't think I will for how long it's taken. Going Netplay, that's also a good reason to get this version of Rickbat. If you want to play with friends or even play with us, I want to start doing Netplay night, and you can just jump in Discord, have this build, and everything that we're playing, for using this exact build or any of the Rickbat in the future, everything's going to be compatible. And you can tell it's going to be us. You see the names where it says try me player, anonymous. It'll say lunatic, hyphen, and then whatever else. You see that, you know you're good to connect. Alright, slow down a little bit. So we talked about the light guns, we talked about Doom. So I want to push Netplay, but aside from that, as you can tell, I'm also pushing light guns. So our light gun games are going to be found in here. This is going to be all your regular games. You can just use your keyboard, use your arcade joysticks. We have PC classics, so you want Duke Nukem, you want Doom, old school Diablo, all these controller friendly. However, I'd recommend if you do play Diablo, keyboard and mouse be your best way to go, but you can go controller, and all these should already be set for controller. And if it's not, then you can just change it out the gate, and I will have that in the user manual. Now you want to go some old school RTS, we got Red Alert, Doom, Man Conquer. Now this is going to be just for mouse. I'm sure you can use the mouse keyboard combo, but I believe your mouse should take care of everything for you on that. We got some visual pinball here. Now I'm not going to have any pinball packs on here, but I will have a user guide in the Discord and I get all this set up, and I'll show you how to add on more tables, everything's set up. It's not hard, you can do it. Wheels, so I really want to put an emphasis on getting hardware to work. I'm talking about hardware, I'm talking about controller hardware. So we got wheels, we have trackball, and of course light guns, and then of course your regular controller and arcade control. Everything is about as plug and play as possible if you're running arcade controls. If you're using the zero delay encoders, which most of y'all are, I'm using that as well. It will work, but I will show you the user guide on how to get that done correctly. If you don't, you're going to get a little bit of wonkiness. But if you're using a Brooks, probably iPack, now you should be able just to run this no problems. You can just go through, run through the controller settings and mapping, and just map all that the way it should be, and you should be fine. Now, if we're talking about wheels, wheel is the only thing that's not pure plug and play, but it's not hard to make it plug and play. Really easy, really simple. I don't know why that's coming up. Let's go ahead and map this. So an Xbox controller usually doesn't require extra mapping, but if it does, for whatever reason, you just enter this. Left analog is up, left. You just follow the directions on your controller. That's all you gotta do. Nothing hard, nothing crazy. The hotkey is always going to be either your select, your back button, or your coin button on your keyboard. Alright, so we'll go to our wheel. Now, if you want this to actually use your wheel, this can natively use your controller pad. All you would do is just come here, hit your U menu, controller setting, change your controller to your wheel. I don't have the wheel plugged in, but you can put it to your wheel. And then from there, your wheel can control your entire UI. It'll play all these games without issue. Now, as of now, it's only going to be the main ones. I haven't tested anything else out yet. The majority of the wheels should run all these fine without any additional setups other than what I just went over. Trackball games, these are preset. You got trackball plugged in, it's going to work. You can also use a mouse with the ball on it, and I will do that for demonstration. Already got my mouse plugged in, and I'm just going to be using it. And for this game, it's actually easier for me to use the mouse with the ball on it. Now, if I'm playing something like Golden Tee that requires a little bit more precision, it gets a little crazy, and that's where your actual trackball would come in. And I'll show you here. Now, using the trackball, I can control just about everything alone from this. I can turn my player. I can change my. My golf club, and I can put the ball in reverse if I wanted to. Now, it's like you will need to use either your controller or keyboard or arcade panel or start and select, but other than that, I'm just using my mouse ball right here. Works the same way as my trackball would. Hitting my left click, moving my guide to the left. Hit my right click, moving my guide to the right. Tap in my middle mouse button, and I got it going reverse. I want it to go in reverse. Let's see. Get that. And I just crunched that hill. And that's where the drawback of not using an actual trackball comes in. However, it is very playable though. Much more playable than if you're trying to use just an Xbox controller. And see, that wasn't too bad. Oh yeah, so we got Trackball. Of course, we got Arcade Vertical Games. Capcom, because I was like having my Capcom out here. Neo Geo, I was like having Neo Geo out here as well. And honestly, that is really it. It's a very small build. It's going to come in at 125, and given everything that's here, and we're talking your old school PC games, RTS, Techno Parrot, and I'll tell you something really cool. This has been running on a potato, and I'm talking about like a 4th Gen i3. Nothing else, no external graphics card or nothing, just on the i3 4th Gen. Aliens Extermination ran perfectly. If you're running that low, test it and see if you get the same feel. The rest of these, yeah, I think that one kind of ran, but it ran slow. And the rest of them, don't expect the same miracle as Aliens would. But of course, if you got mid-level modern system, all this should play fine for you. Okay, so you also want to have my custom music. If you hate my music, well, I have options in the options menu, so you can just go back to stock music. I mean, you can change it. Won't hurt my feelings any. Oh, and I want to go over one more thing. So, Rickbat put out a new in-game menu options, and you can do a lot of things with the menu options. One thing that's really useful, especially when you're playing these older retro games that really required you to have a manual so you know what to do, it's easy access. So all you would do is hit your select hotkey, and it's either A or B, depending on your controller layout. It's gonna be one or the other, but you'll have this menu come up. You have your tattoos, and that just shows you what buttons are used for the emulator. With games that do have this involved, and I thought this was really cool, you have a map feature. So I have my Zelda map right here. Of course, not going to show me where I'm at, but there you go. All your little items you need and a manual. So I just thought that was pretty cool. And then you can either exit the game through here or back to game. I just went the old-fashioned way. Alright, anyways, fingers crossed I can get this out by next weekend. It really depends how testing goes. I still have to test this out on my ultra low end machines, make sure just the basic stuff runs, and of course have my testers have a field day with it. Anyways, y'all have a great day, and I will drop information how to get it, how to use this whenever it's ready. All right, I will check y'all out later, and bye.